All right, hello, I'm back again. One of, well, actually the largest delivery that I was waiting for is finally showing up after a bit of back and forth with Royal Mail for whatever reason. They are here. So these were sort of like four really, some of the cheapest ones I had to get, including the first, which is also the final, Genesis one that I've wanted to get, which is Invisible Touch, and upon receiving this vinyl, I've noticed this is also a very cool pattern to it. It's not just for show. Very cool. The album itself, some people like, some people don't. It's kind of the epitome of pop Genesis. But of course, oh, here we go. A little bit of coming apart there, but that's nothing but a super glue can't solve. So, and this is also like one of the cheapest vinyls you can get. Genesis, cheap, Invisible Touch, massively produced. So yeah, people say it's pop. A lot of it is, but you got fantastic songs like Tonight, 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 and Domino, great progressive tunes amongst the pop tunes, which, I mean, I have a bit of a soft spot for anyway. Actually, really good quality. Invisible Touch was the first album I ever heard on my iPod back in the day, at least as far as I can remember. So it's nice to have this. I have a copy of this on CD that cost like £2. Lovely quality condition sleeve. It's actually a really nice product. I wasn't that bothered about getting this one, but actually, I'll be damned. So here we have the weird looking cardboard sleeve, and then the record itself. Here it is, Invisible Touch, with that classic pattern, more obvious on this side with the green, matching the front cover. Very nice package, honestly, for such a cheap record. I'm really pleased with that. I haven't actually looked at any of these yet, so that's genuinely very nice. I'll just pop a little bit of glue on the thingamabob and it'll be golden. Very, very nice. No generic paper sleeve. I mean, I think pretty much all the Genesis ones have just these crappy paper sleeves in the middle, but this one is the real deal. Fantastic. And following on with first albums I ever heard in Genesis, I've got Face Value. So yeah, again, one of the first albums I heard. This is a gatefold. It's also in really good condition. Face Value, an album that I, again, I'm a bit biased towards really enjoying because it was one of the first I heard, but it has some really good songs in it. In the air tonight is on this album, first of all. Then we've got personal favourites like Behind the Lines, Droned, Hand in Hand, the Tomorrow Never Knows cover. I mean, I'm Not Moving. I love a lot of the songs on this album. This is, again, one of the cheapest ones I had left to get, but a very nice package, even though it does come in a paper sleeve, which, I mean, what's wrong with that? Simple, straight to the point, paper sleeve, and then the record itself. Again, this is in very nice quality. All four of these from the same seller. I don't know if I said that already. Here we are, this handwritten looking labels. Can't tell if there's a little bit of staining on the label, but it doesn't bother me. Very good. Very good. So yeah, considering these two I wasn't that bothered about getting, honestly, pretty impressed. I didn't know Face Value was a gatefold. Brilliant. Next up, another cheap one. I mean, they're all cheap, that's exactly what I just said. Cheap and common, but this would be another gatefold. This one maybe a little bit more weathered than the others. You can see the spine here, a little bit, I wouldn't say damaged necessarily, but worn. Nothing that wrong with that. This is Santana 3. Actually is the third Santana vinyl I have, leaving only their debut as the one I want to get. So here we are, the gatefold picture of the band, and I believe, oh, this is actually a bit strange. They've got the record in the middle. They've got the inner sleeve. And the picture, if you're wondering, is not printed all the way through. It does just end up to being plain paper. Here it is, inner sleeve. In better condition than the outer sleeve. Very good. And then it's just a simple record. CBS. Yeah, CBS. Columbia records are always cheap. So here it is, Santana 3. Don't know loads about any of the Santana albums really. The one I've listened to the most is Abraxas. What am I doing? What am I doing? Is Abraxas, I think Santana 1, 3 and Caravanserai I've actually only heard once each. But I enjoyed them all. So yeah, another gatefold, another very nice package. You know, for being really, really not expensive. It's really good. And this is a sticker here. Not in amazing condition. But yeah. I don't know, what do you call it? A hype sticker? Good to get. And then the last one is another one that I actually only listened to really recently. Pretender's debut. Very good to see that this is another really cheap album and very common album to get. No gatefold, probably the least interesting packaging of any of them of the four, with the exception of the fact that it has a picture in a sleeve. Just checking there's no else in there. Obviously not. Here we are again. Outdone. We got some considerable ring burn and a bit of a rip in there. Not that it matters. I don't care. But I'm just seeing what I see. Say what you see. And the record itself. It's a classic. Look at that. Songs on one side, logo on the other. Very nice. Pretender's album, of course, contains some exceptionally great punk tunes and some very, very nice new wave tunes. I was very impressed the first time I heard this album. So, yeah, because you've got a mix of both in a way that is just so appealing to me. Precious, really good. Tattooed Love Boy is really good. Mystery Achievement, really good, and there's some great songs. Obviously, Brass and Pocket, the most famous one. But yeah, there you go. That's four albums I've been pretty impressed with, considering they're all pretty cheap. I think total that costs about 32 quid. So yeah, very good quality of condition on the Phil Collins related ones, and the other two more than meets the eye. So yeah, I've got two more records I'm waiting for. One of them I've been waiting for ages because it was coming from Spain. The other one I should have tomorrow. And that would be the end of this month's budget. So yes, that's that.